All right, it's 6:59. We're going to start this forum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 Town of Ponoka Municipal Election Candidate Forum. My name is Sherry Gummel, and I am the current president of the Ponoka District Chamber of Commerce. I'm here with my friend Grant Jorgensen, and we are the co-moderators for this forum. Grant, introduce yourself.
Alrighty, yes, I am Grant, and they gave me a script, so I'm going to tell you about myself now. I'm 6 feet tall, just under. I'm shrinking. I am married. I have grandkids. Yeah, but you don't need to know any of this. I am a local business person, and I am a chamber member. They asked me if I would come co-moderate this. I have sat on that side of the table many times through different forums, and I am glad to be here and assist the chamber and keep you guys in line. You guys and you guys, okay? So I'm the police here tonight, okay? First of all, I do want to thank the Ponoka Drop-In Center for the use of your facility tonight. And we also want to appreciate those who have volunteered to help you tonight. Up at the front here, we have Pam Baring and Lana Thompson, and then we have Eric Hovland and Lauren Funditis. Thank you also to Melanie Watson, who is a manager of our chamber. She's hiding back in the back, for all the work that you've put into this and for all the volunteers that have helped. Let's give them a round of applause. Businesses are the backbone of our economy, and they successfully translate into jobs, investment, and growth for every resident of the community. The decisions made by municipal leaders, whether around taxation, permitting, infrastructure, community development, they all directly affect the ability for local businesses to thrive. Ponoka Chamber supports Vote Prosperity 2025 as developed by the Alberta Chamber of Commerce. This is a nonpartisan platform developed from input submitted by businesses across Alberta, including some of them right here in Ponoka. Sherry's going to tell you.
So this platform, Vote Prosperity 2025, includes 4 pillars. Firstly, strengthening business competitiveness by reducing costs and removing barriers. Secondly, growing business partnerships through collaboration with economic development agencies and local business leaders. Third, building healthy, vibrant communities supported by safe streets, adequate housing, and efficient transportation. And fourth, improving government accountability with clear communication, fiscal transparency, and predictable policies.
Now in Ponoka, these are not abstract concepts. They are the real needs of our business community. They affect everything from hiring decisions and expansion plans to whether entrepreneurs feel confident investing in our region. We call on all municipal candidates to make business priorities a cornerstone for their platforms. Strong local governance and a competitive business climate go hand in hand. When businesses succeed, our entire community benefits, as does our province.
As the Ponoka District Chamber of Commerce, we are committed to supporting our members and continuing to advocate for policies that foster prosperity for businesses and residents alike. We look forward to working closely with elected officials who share that vision. Tonight, we do have a few rules to keep things moving along. Our goal is to give your candidates the opportunity to present their political platforms on issues relating to our town council and governance. Accordingly, Grant and I will keep a close eye on the content of candidate presentations. No trickery, guys. Personal or inappropriate comments or questions will not be permitted.
We are here, all of us included, to allow each candidate to express their views on municipal issues. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to present their platform to us. The timers down here will notify when there's 30 seconds remaining, and and each candidate is expected to wrap up within the 2 minutes. Now, each candidate was also provided with the form rules along with their invite tonight. We know that each and every one of them will strictly follow the rules. Seated front here are your 2 mayoralty candidates along with 9 of the 10 councillor candidates. We are going to be introducing them in the order in which they will also be speaking. This order was determined by a random draw prior to the start of this program. So, I do believe we're starting at the far end there. Lorenza Guder. Cal David. Sheila Wolanski. Terry Underhill. And over here we have Catherine Stelling.
Chris Stewart, Sandra Lyons, Carla Lloyd, don't scare to wave, Clayton Nelson, and our mayoralty candidates, Edwin Buchner and Kevin Ferguson.
Let's show them some appreciation for putting the faces in front of you. Because we all know that once whoever gets those positions, they're not always going to be facing the friendly faces, are they?
So we're going to start with the candidates' 2-minute presentations, and we will start with Lorenza Guder. And you can come to the mic.
I was looking for you.
Hello everyone, good evening to each and
Misunderstanding.
every one of you. I am Maria Lorenza Goider. I work at St. Augustine School as an educational assistant, and I work in Cynthia Center as a site aide. I am a very hardworking person and dedicated to the job being entrusted in me. I am honest and transparent in everything I do. I love engaging with people and collaborating with them. That is why, as your counselor, I will make sure that Ponoka's voices, complaints, and worries will be heard and be brought forward because I'm here to work with you and for you. I would like to bring safety for our children as they cross the road or go to school by putting up a stoplight or sign as the children are crossing. Make sure that during winter time that the school zone gets cleared before the school bus comes. We will bring back our community garden where everyone can plant vegetables and harvest them. Maintaining the street lights on the street and adding new street lights at the back alleys to be able to prevent crimes. And I would like to make our town safe, especially at the school zone and residential areas, by introducing traffic calming measures. When we came in 2013, Ponoka had lots of small parks with playgrounds with lots of kids and their parents go to. Around 2021, those got redeveloped into just parks without any use. I will propose a bike lane from Ponoka to home, be able to walk or bike from Ponoka to Red Deer. We will create festivities for kids, young adults, elderly kids, adults with special needs or disabilities. Help me make things happen for you. Let me help you and be your voice. Let me represent you. Let's make things move forward together. With your help and your support, we will make things work.
Good evening. Grant Jorgensen, Sherry Gamal, the other volunteers that helped out. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being moderators, and thanks for spending your afternoon with us. To the Ponoka Chamber, 180 plus members long. Big, thank you very much. That's just an amazing achievement for a small little town. And to every one of you out here tonight, thank you for taking your time out. You want to make an informed choice on election day, October 20th, 2025, and that's honorable. And to the rest of my candidates who are joining us here, fantastic. Like, this can be quite daunting, and I'm sure it is, and it can also be challenging, but I can guarantee you this, that after 4 years on council, it can also be very, very rewarding. As a town of Ponoka business owner for over 30 years, and after spending 4 years on council, I know that local businesses are the heartbeat of any community, especially a little community. And I know that running a business is not easy, and that it's going to get more difficult as times go by. That's why my commitment to you is that we will further cut unnecessary barriers that slow down growth. We'll streamline permits and approvals so that development can happen without red tape. And we'll continue to invest. We'll continue to invest in better roads, in better communities, in safer communities. We'll work in our green areas to make them better and acceptable, and we'll make this town better. My platform has no promises that I cannot keep. And I guess I'm running out of time, so if we chat later, I'm sure I want to tell you about my round table and about Nelson Mandela. Ask me those and we'll discuss those. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sheila Lansky. My husband and I moved to Ponoka 2 years ago in search of a better quality of life. Sight unseen, we purchased a home here, knowing that this would just become our home. Its kind people welcomed us with open arms and did not disappoint, and we have never looked back. Since that time, I've tried to find a way to get back to this wonderful community, and cannot think of a better way to do that than to serve on town council. Having a work and educational background in both healthcare, seniors with people with mental and physical disabilities, criminal justice, as well as a strong communications background along with business management, I believe could both strengthen town council and the community at large. I look forward to working with all members of the community towards Ponoka's economic growth and diversity, while protecting the small town charm that we all love. As well, I am invested in providing local services that reflect Ponoka's growing and diverse population, so that they are available to everyone. Integrity, accountability, and transparency are at the forefront of my belief system and my campaign. I believe that a strong and healthy council offers a variety of background experiences, education, and belief systems, and yes, in order to be successful, sometimes a new and fresh perspective. Feel free to reach out to me to discuss your wishes and concerns for our town and its citizens. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Lastly, I'd be absolutely honored to serve you on town council, to learn, promote, and better Ponoka's interests and vision wherever possible. Therefore, I respectfully ask for your consideration and vote. Please visit my Facebook page to contact me for more information, and help yourself to materials here tonight, provided on the back table, in regards to my campaign. And above all else, please do go out and vote. It is indeed the only way to ensure change, and that your wishes are included in our town policies. See you on October 20th. Thank you very much.
Next up, Terry Underhill.
Good evening. My name is Terry Underhill, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a candidate for a re-election to the Town Council. I've made Ponoka my home for over 50 years. Can't believe I'm saying those words. It's where I've raised my 3 amazing kids, and I've proudly served as your town councilor for the past 12 years. Over the last 12 years, I've worked really hard to bring meaningful change to our community. One of my proudest accomplishments was initiating the Day in the Park, which has now changed and morphed into 4 different festivals to our community for families to bring families together and celebrating the spirit of Ponoka. I have served on many different committees during my time on council. My most recent committee work has been with the Community Enhancement Committee, which through collaboration with citizens has led to the completion of a new dog park, as well as the addition to our skate park. Most recently, through ongoing advocacy with the provincial government by the town of Ponoka Council, we have accomplished the much needed repaving of Highway 53, as well as improvements such as lighting, pathways, and fencing. But I don't feel done yet. If re-elected, my priorities for the next 4 years will focus on growth, sustainability, and safety. Strategic growth across industrial, commercial, business, and residential sectors, including the hiring of an economic development officer to attract investment and opportunity. I will continue advocacy for the development of the multiplex fieldhouse, which I know I've said every year, but working collaboratively with government bodies and local service groups to secure funding and explore the grant opportunities. I will also push for alternative revenue sources to help ease the tax burden on taxpayers. What we've learned in the last 4 years is you can't continue to raise taxes, and so we have looked at alternative revenues that recently we were able to sign an agreement to look at selling our affluent water. I'll push, strengthening of our community safety initiatives, including the expansion of our SCMP and community peace officer programs in preparation for evolving policing modules. And above all, a commitment to active listening, ensuring the voices of Ponoka residents are heard, respected, and reflected. Thank you.
Catherine Stublick.
Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Stublick. I'm running for Ponoka Town Council because I believe in building a safe, vibrant, and thriving community. A town that supports all generations while preserving our small town charm. I was born and raised in Ponoka. After a 30-year teaching career, my husband and I chose to retire here, which was a very easy decision. Both of us have deep family roots in this community. I graduated from Ponoka Composite High School and earned my Bachelor of Education degree from the University of Alberta. I've taught high school English and social both online and in classrooms. Community service is very important to me. I've volunteered at the Leduc Food Bank and served on the Beaumont Library Board. Currently, I am president of the Tamarack Port Condo Association, a trustee and volunteer at the Ponoka Food Bank, and chair of the Ponoka and District Health Foundation. My priorities as your town councillor are: 1, safety for all residents. I will advocate for effective and visible policing through the RCMP and the community police officers, and also explore housing and support services for our vulnerable residents and our seniors. I also, another priority is a livable, thriving community. I will support local businesses and encourage the development of new ones to boost our economy, and also maintain and improve recreation facility and parks for residents of all ages. As your town councillor, I promise to be accessible, to listen, and to always be transparent. We need to work together, residents, businesses, and local leaders, to find solutions that reflect the values and priorities of this community. My decades of teaching have given me the skills to listen, collaborate, and to solve problems with common sense. I'm ready to serve Ponoka with dedication, a strong commitment to progress. Thank you.
Next up, Chris Struick.
Hi, my name is Chris. I've lived in Ponoka for the last 14 years. The move to Ponoka was made to raise our children in a town that I've been visiting for a week to a month every year since childhood. I live in my grandparents' old house in central Ponoka. I grew up in East Vancouver, BC. I have a master's in library and information science from UBC, and I worked municipally, academically, and federally in library and records management. And in Vancouver, I served on my local community board during university and organized events for nonprofits. In Ponoka, I've been raising my children and working extensively in family and children's programming. I firmly believe in the power of community to come together in support of each other and do great things. A strong municipal leadership is required as a backbone to support cooperation between all levels of government, business, local services, residents, and visitors. To bring vibrancy and see our town and all of you thrive, we need to cooperate, collaborate, and think long-term in our planning and conversations. And so, part of my platform is clear, open, and overt communication, transparency in what money is being spent on and what decisions are made, and the reasoning behind them. Revise out-of-date policies so they reflect our current local situations and goals. Make them as clear as possible and plainly state timelines and requirements to avoid confusion and setbacks. Partnerships, I talked about collaboration, it's huge. And safety and long-term are all really important thoughts. I'd love to retable the rec center idea that seems to have gotten lost over the years. I have a strong desire to serve in a way that enhances the lives of those around me. Thank you all for being here.
Senator Lyons, please.
So 12 years later, you still are nervous standing here, but here we go. Good evening, everyone. For those who may not know me, my name is Sandra Lyon, and I've proudly called Ponoka home for the last 28 years. I am a local business owner working as a real estate broker. I am seeking re-election for a 4th term on council. As a current town councillor, I sit on several committees, including FCSS, the Handyvan Society, Ponoka Housing, Union Negotiations, and PCPS. But I'd like to speak to the team I'm proud of. It's not just about a council and a mayor. It's also about the strong administrative team working behind the scenes. Because of the solid relationship between council and administration, we've been able to achieve more and bring several important projects to life. Some highlights from this last term include the expansion of the skateboard park, the complete revitalization of 51st Avenue, which also helped launch Fall Fest, one of our now most popular community events, hiring not one, but 2 community peace officers to enhance local safety, launching the downtown facade improvement program to support local businesses, creating a brand new dog park for our residents and our furry friends, and enhancements that were added to the Alberta transportation improvements along Highway 53. As you can tell, it's been a busy 4 years. I believe I still have a lot to offer and work to do. I genuinely enjoy being a councillor, and if I'm re-elected, I will continue to work as hard for this community because it's home. It's not just my home, it's our home. I thank you for listening to me, and thank you for your support.
Carla Lloyd.
I want to walk and talk. I'm going to raise this up a bit. Is that good? So welcome. I'm going to move too much here. I just really want to take an opportunity to thank everyone here. It's a privilege to be up here again, and I call myself a bit of a veteran. We've heard there's a few folks who've been a few terms, and I'm one of them, but really proud to be up here again and hope I have some stuff that you want to hear me to say. So first and foremost, I'm really, and I know there's varying opinions and we'll get some questions asked early or later, but proud of the work and commitment we've done within this current council and look forward to getting it even better because we don't have it all right. And so I just want folks to know that we've done a lot, but there's a lot to be done. So from my handout, I think where I'm very proud is to say I'm a wife, a mother, a grandmother, an auntie, and a friend. And then I worked over 35 years as a director for Alberta Health Services, now Recovery Alberta, for Central Zone and the West Rural, so very accustomed to the small town. So to get to kind of the brunt of things is my priorities for going forward is budget and accountability. So I'm pleased to see Gord Parker here because I'm the one person who asks the most questions during budget time. Safe communities. I've had a conversation with the chap. We need to make our communities safer. We need to work in partnership. We need to take care of everybody from little guys walking to parks to our older seniors trying to get from to and fro and to our vulnerable population. We all live here together. We got to do better. And housing initiatives. One of the things that we used to do really good, and I look at Lauren and I think of Ramoka, is we did some really good work back in the day in regards to community-based subsidized housing for all parties. We need to rethink that and revisit that in order to get affordable housing so people have a place to call home. Recreation, one of the big things that hasn't been said, town and county have to work together to do things well for our recreation. We also have to advocate to our government because government gives money. We need to work with our organizations, we need to get grants, and we can't do that without a community. Thank you.
Clayton Nelson, if you could come up, please.
This work? Good evening, Ponoka. I'm Clayton Nelson, your two-term counselor with 8 years serving our community, and I'm humbled to stand before this chamber and our townsfolk tonight. As a third-generation Ponokan and a father of 3, I've always believed our strength lies in working together for a better tomorrow. Over these years, I've been honored to lead efforts that make a difference. For our youth, I championed the reimagining of our skate park with Councillor Underhill. 8 years of budgeting and perseverance to bring this much-needed project to life. Opened just last month, it's giving our kids a positive outlet. And as a dad, I know how vital that is. We've also made strides in safety. Our community peace officer program has cut petty crime and homelessness in half, creating safer space for families and businesses. On the business side, the Highway 53 upgrades to Rodeo Drive are going to keep Ponoka on the tourism map, drawing visitors and lifting local pride. Growing partnerships has been a joy. Bringing together ministers and finding funds for the Rising Sun Clubhouse was a team effort that strengthened mental health support across our town. I believe in accountability. I've worked to streamline our budget process, ensuring every dollar reflects your priorities. I've learned over 8 years that progress comes from listening and acting together. We have a great team. Re-elect me, and we'll keep building a thriving, connected Ponoka. Thank you.
Now we'll ask Edwin Gooder to come up.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here in front of you. I'm honored to be here, and I want to be, if you let me, your mayor. And my platform is a little bit different because I have never worked in this field, so I have nothing to offer except ideas. The basic idea is the biggest idea. We need more police in boots on the ground, including our bylaw officer. Speeding, loud, excessive noise from these illegal mufflers on cars is getting out of hand. The second thing is, I was thinking, how do we get downtown livable or vibrant, or how do we put life in? What we need in this town is a council office downtown where people like you can come in and see us and talk to us, or leave a note or a letter, and we are here for you and visible and talking to you then. The other thing is, we have to remember we need to purchase everything what we can, as much as we can, local. We have to support local business and strengthen them. At the same time, we have stores empty. We need to attract new business. And what we need to do too is to attract really good business with high-paid jobs, like manufacturing business. And the biggest idea was attracting people to Ponoka. Why would people come to Ponoka and love Ponoka? Can you imagine our Centennial Park will be available one day for 12 months a year, functional, with a roof over the stage, with a roof for people in the shade, the roof with solar panels equipped to produce the heat in winter we need to heat it, in summer to have all the electric lights on we need, the same as in winter time. Imagine we could have...
Okay, we need to cut you off. Thank you.
I'm sorry, 2 minutes are not long. Thank you.
Kevin Ferguson.
Good evening, everybody. Because I won't be able to get through it all, please take one of these pamphlets over there, because everything I'm going to talk about is within this pamphlet. The first thing I want to say is this, is that I am seeking to be re-elected as mayor. I've broken being a mayor down into 5 kind of categories.
Number one is physical, and we deal with concrete, pavement, and pipe. And that stuff is critical. It's not fun to hear about, it's not romantic, but it's something that we build and do every year. So when you look at the dog park, you look at our skate park, you look at new sidewalk improvement programs, you look at Highway 53, that's what we're talking about. The other two things are public safety, which of course we've added a new CPO to our program, and then of course life quality. And that goes with, you know, for instance, our facade, or I should say our fall festival downtown, and our light festival as well during Christmas. I wanted to talk about the facade program because this is a business related event. We have been running a facade program now for about 4 years. It's a $5,000 matching dollar grant for any downtown business that is going to improve their facade. One of the things you should do, and I noticed this the other day, if you're driving around downtown, take a look at the way that downtown has been spiffed up. And I mean, that's kind of the whole point to this. Finally, I want to talk philosophy. And in this pamphlet, I have no town stands alone. And what I mean by that, in the 21st century, we are too small to stand alone. And so over the 4 years, I've been working on partnerships with local mayors abroad, as well as cabinet ministers, folks in the provincial government. And because we've been successful, that leads to Highway 53 and leads to other things. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, we also had one candidate who is not available to be here tonight, but they recorded a 2-minute video, and so that is Audra Denny, and we'll turn that over to Melanie now to let her speak via video.
One second. Can I hear microphone? We're gonna try this a different way.
Hello, my name is Audrey Denny, and I'm running for Ponoka Council. I can't join tonight, so I'm currently in Texas at a work conference.
Okay.
In my professional life, I'm the president of the Woodland Action.
Testing?
This microphone is better.